what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Welcome to a spooktacular, not just edition, but week of Halloweeny shows here on your show, the only live, dare I say show again, that's probably 3 in a row, that's a little too much, I'll go with it. The only live show from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday right here in Saskatoon. We also make up categories. We're number one in, and today we are the number one show on YouTube that has a dog that tried to run away from her spot and almost didn't eat tonight. She was close, but luckily she has hit her spot, which means we can say hello to Margaret on the Meggie Cam. Look at her. You wouldn't know that she was just running around about 30 seconds ago, hey? Looks like she's been there the whole time. The Meggie Cam for our great pals over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. I was in there today. I said hello to Rochelle, along with Leroy, who was guarding the door like he likes to do. Right when you go in, he has a little bed to the right. And I said, Leroy, and I went to give him a pet, and he goes, "Arr." And I said, don't you get mad at your father-in-law, bro, because him and Maggie are dating. So then he cooled it, and then he was being the super cute Leroy. So it was very, very fun. As well, if you go there after hours on the weekend, you can say hello to Kirsten, Char, or Chris, and they will continue to give you the incredible, amazing services that you come to grow and love from our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. God, that's a cute dog. Whew. Well done. Welcome back to another week. I don't know if you can tell or not, but things got a little spookier here on your show as we gear up for the big day. What is it? Thursday? Thursday. We got some pretty cool pretty cool plans for the big day. As I was talking to Hardcore, and she's sort of taking the reins to get us some games to play and the such, which will be very, very fun. We also had a football game, but not really. You did when you say that, hey? Because it was not a football game.
It wasn't much of a football game.
Whenever that happens, we get one of my favorite dudes in the world, the face that built the place, international man of mystery, producer extraordinaire, and all the other things, including Rider Insider. Say hello to LB. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Oh,
Look
that's
at this.
All right.
Dang. Blowing up, dog. How you doing, bud?
I'm used to putting my feet under there when we're doing viewing room.
Viewing room a little bit too. I didn't even
Yeah.
say co-host of the viewing room. You have too many titles now.
Yeah, International Man of Mystery. That's a new one. I don't know.
Well, that one plays into the whole fact that you can fly planes, build canoes, and or scuba dive at the same time.
Not simultaneously.
Well, I bet you could. We could set it up. We'll see.
I mean, I
challenge.
have had this. I'm not going to call it a dream, but this idea for a Red Bull stunt
Here we go.
where I fly a plane,
Thanks for this.
and I always have to specify for some reason with another pilot on board.
Yeah.
Up to skydiving height.
How high is that?
Well, it depends. I mean, you can do halo jumps at 18,000. You can do normal
Well,
jumps
you
at like
say it
10,000.
like I should know that. Like I don't know.
Okay,
that.
I don't know. Anyway,
Take some judgment out of your tone there, young man. So you go up to that big and you're
go
jumping out.
jump out wearing part of my scuba gear, and then land in the water with the parachute, right?
No. You land in the canoe that you just built.
Sure. Not really, but sure.
Okay.
Land in the water, parachute off, scuba gear on, go for a scuba dive, and then come back up.
And then you have your canoe waiting, and then you get in a canoe back.
Sure, yeah.
You gotta get all three in there.
Yeah. Anyway, I just feel like that could be like something Red Bull would sponsor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what would happen is someone would do it way better than you. And people
Oh,
forget.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah. That's
the
just
bull
kind of
crap
required.
About trailblazing.
Yeah.
Someone always just ruins
Right.
it. Well, I should say ruins it. Get involved with what you're doing, and then they make it better.
Yeah.
Unlike the Riders, that big
Yeah.
game, 1 p.m., Winnipeg said,
It was
lock
close.
it in.
It was a weird ending. Like that wind shift just gave Montreal the win, really. So maybe divine intervention there. I don't know.
Montreal the win or Winnipeg?
Sorry, Winnipeg.
Okay, whew.
Right.
I was like, oh, no, did I mess up everything?
No,
Good.
no.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It gave Winnipeg
Yeah,
the win.
well, we knew.
So,
We know what you're talking
yeah.
about. So with that happening, then the Riders game didn't matter at all.
Right. So they play all their
backups.
backups and third stringers, and and so I wasn't really paying attention to the game, because
Didn't have to.
I had more important things working on, and so
His canoe. It was
Yes.
his canoe that he's talking
working my
about.
canoe. So
Built with his own bare hands.
yeah,
Okay, so finishing number 2 in the West.
Number 2 in the
That
West.
means BC's coming to Saskatchewan.
yep. November 2nd, 4:30 p.m. in Regina.
Okay.
We're facing the Lions with what seems to be a revitalized offense with VA at the helm. So
We've been calling for that for weeks, by the way.
well, BC fans have.
Yeah.
The rest of us are like, keep working, keep
That's my point.
working.
Yeah, we want to see what it is. I got you. I see where that one's going.
But yeah, no, it'll be a good game. I think we'll win. But I think just our play style versus their play style kind of gives ourselves the edge. We'll see. VA likes to throw it, and he's pretty good at it. But we've getting a lot of interceptions
Dude, and my man
with
Roland.
our picks.
I don't know why
Roland
anyone ever
Logan.
throws against the Rodgers.
Yeah, they released their individual team honor things, and he
Oh.
won like 4 of them. I think.
Dude, he's like it's like an unprecedented season he's put out there.
Well, yeah, actually, I think it is record breaking.
Yeah.
It's the first time that a DB has been like top in like more than one
Category?
or
Yeah.
something like that. There's something like that where he
love that.
set some record or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, no, it's definitely an unprecedented season for him. So
Okay, so is November 2nd, that's Saturday?
it's the Saturday, yeah.
Okay, so the Saturday afternoon, 4:30, Riders taking on the BC Lions. I imagine tickets are damn near sold out by now.
I don't know. I haven't looked.
That's good. We'll talk to Matt Young about these. He's our attendance guy. He usually knows
Yeah.
what's up with all the attendances in the CFL. So not much to touch on there. Pretty much the second best outcome you could hope for
Yeah, I mean,
at the start of the year.
I mean, yeah, like.
Was there a
neither
crossover?
team-
Do we know?
No, there's no crossover.
So there wasn't
No
east to
crossover.
west?
No crossover either direction.
Weird.
It
That
just
must be
worked out
something
that way.
else, yeah. Okay.
Just worked out that way. So yeah, it's Winnipeg, first, Riders second, BC third, Montreal first, and then I don't remember whether Toronto or Ottawa was
Yeah, doesn't
second and
matter.
third. It doesn't matter. They're playing each other. Winner plays
Who
Montreal.
cares? It's the East.
Yeah.
We don't give a poop about that.
Montreal's gonna win. I have a feeling.
Fajardo? Still there?
Yes, he was playing for part of the game, and they put Davis Alexander in.
Man, you know, it's always like people used to say, "What's the deal?" With Seinfeld, "What's the deal with all these riders going to other teams and then becoming successful?" Any thoughts on that?
We've talked about it before,
We
kind
have,
of, right?
yeah.
And I think it all comes down to
Coaching and team mentality.
coaching and team mentality, right? Like certain teams and coaching styles just work better for different players.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, I think sometimes, in your quest to find the next great thing, sometimes you get them and they don't produce as fast as you wanted, and so you get rid of them and then they produce.
That's a great point.
So I don't know, because then it works the other way and we get all the injuries. So maybe we're just cursed. I don't know.
I think that's what it is. If you were to ask anybody who cheers for the Riders, I think they'd all agree this curse has been around for a long time.
Oh, it has. Absolutely.
It's a real dirty one as we're hanging out with our Rider Insider. He is also, bless you. Oh, bless you again. Not only a Rider Insider, co-host of The Viewing Room, who had a brand new episode they recorded yesterday that I didn't make it back in time for. So who was producing? Not your
It was
dad.
Ethan's friend Reed.
Reed,
Yeah,
that's
he
who it
did
was.
really well.
All
It
the
was
love to our
awesome.
buddy Reed for filling in for me while I was still on the road. And another good one.
Yeah,
from what I hear.
it was one of our longest ones yet. We did The Shining, and we went for almost an hour and a half. And it wasn't we were struggling for things to talk about. Like we had a lot to say about it.
Yeah. Now, do you want to delve into that a little bit? Because it's
think-
one of the two that just ruined me.
I think a lot of people are like, this is like a cult classic, like The Shining, and and a lot of people really praise it, and I think we were a little bit more. We had a lot of problems with it, in terms of some of the story stuff and some
rightfully
of the things,
so, because it is so old.
Well, and to its credit, like it's kind of a trailblazer in the horror genre, 1980 horrors are very different things, and so, but I think we were talking about how just some of the psychological and the supernatural aspects and how some
That's
of that
what
just
got
felt
me,
out of
man.
place and kind of, odd and not placed well and not explained well. And
And I think we talked about this before, about how being a kid at that time when that came out, well, not when it came out, because it was the 70s, something like
80s,
that?
1980.
Okay. So I still wasn't born yet. But when I did eventually get around to seeing it, my imagination, I've talked about it before on here, is so unbelievably active that I can take my brain and say, this elevator that's opening with this giant freaking tidal wave of blood, that's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's going to happen to you next time you're in a hotel. So the next time I'm in a hotel, I wouldn't go anywhere near the elevators. And I wouldn't know why, but like deep down, I'm putting all these seeds in. It's all because of that show. Like I can't watch horror movies.
This is a funny thing we talked about actually with that specific hotel scene, the blood.
Those twins.
When it was in one of the trailers, and they wanted to play the trailer on TV, but of course the whatever ratings association wouldn't let them play that because it's blood and it's the 80s. So they told them that it was rusty water from like a leaky pipe or something, right? So they play the trailer because it was leaky water or rusty water.
It's genius. That's very smart.
You know?
Dude, I do what you gotta do. It's Kubrick, right?
Stanley Kubrick, yeah.
Where would you rate The Shining on his immaculate resume of movies?
On his resume? Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched enough of them, really.
Yeah, like I haven't watched any except like that one and Space Odyssey.
I don't feel like I can give a good answer to that because I haven't watched enough of them, right?
Well, sometimes
in detail.
Here's one of the biggest things I struggle with whenever you and I talk. After, remember, you're only 18 years old. You do all these things. You built a studio. You're jumping out of planes. You're making canoes. You probably will.
That's my next summer
scuba,
plans.
Of course it is.
Scuba diving was last summer.
So you do all these adult things. So I was assume, well, yeah, this is my adult buddy, LB. It's like, no, he still can't buy a beer. Very strange to me.
A few months.
Give it some time. You and Dragon, speaking of your handsome, beautiful co-host of the viewing room, it's still Emperor's New Groove out right now, right? When's
Ghostbusters is out tomorrow.
That's the one on Halloween.
Great episode.
Speaking of you and Dragon, I hear you took him out for a little date. Is that true?
Yes, I took my Pookie out. This morning
he calls him his Pookie because his girlfriend called him his Pookie. It's the funniest thing.
No. So one time I was sitting in the car with my girlfriend, and Ethan phones, and he's like, "Hey Pookie," because he didn't realize my girlfriend was in the car. Like, "Hey Pookie," and then she just lost it. So that's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
Still very funny.
Yeah.
So you and Pookie decided to go and see how high you could get in the sky.
Yes.
In the sky, not in the ski chalet. No, in the sky.
Yeah. No, it was great. I took him up flying this morning, so we just did a little bit of sightseeing, kind of over the city. We went south towards Pike Lake for a little bit.
Nice.
And came back, just kind of meandered,
How long
followed
were
the
you up
river.
for?
And about an hour, just under an hour, I think.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, it was a great
did
flight.
you see anything fun? Like, did
Birds.
Dragon like puke or pee himself or anything?
No. I let him fly for a couple minutes. You know.
No. Man, I really wish we could have got some video of this because I feel like that would be hilarious.
Well, I know he did get some
I mean, like to
videos,
play
but,
right now.
but
yeah,
he doesn't.
he's a busy man.
Right now,
Our
so.
sweet Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, one more before you go. And now, oh no, you totally threw me off. Wait for it. This is what they call riveting television. I remembered. LB, my sweet, beautiful man, gave me the ability to do this. If you want to go and check out all the cool stuff that we do, head on over to DufferinAve.com. Self-control. That's dangerous for a guy like me because I'll just pepper that thing the entire time. But we wanted to sort of give you a couple goes.
One and everything, you know.
Oh, that'll take away from the whole screen. Should we try it?
Sure,
This is
go
a
for it.
fake out oops.
We got to show the
it's
spooky
spooky
oops.
too!
Yeah, we got to show the spooky oops.
That's amazing. All the love to our good friend Royal Anders for doing that. So, Tess, that was the last thing I had on my list. To test that to make sure it works.
It's pretty cool.
Great job, brother. From the viewing room, from the writer insider, to the producer, to the face that built the place, and everything else, international man of mystery included. His name is LB. Thank you so much, brother.
See ya.
We're here. Woo! Hey, yeah, you waited. That was good. That's a hot start right there. Very hot start. We know that our mixer works on the phone, so we're getting that taken care of. We know that the Riders didn't need to play football on Saturday, so that's good. We know when they will play again with the season on the line. So we're pretty much caught up from that aspect of the weekend. Sorry, our next guest just gave the finger to someone, and I'm trying to figure out who it was. Interesting. I think you missed. Yeah, that's better. We're going to call her right up right now because she's already walked most of the way. You know this person from saving my mental health with her business, Wendy Brooks Media, as well as the co-host of the Past Our Bedtime podcast. It's Brooksie!
Hello! Woo! Clap for myself. Thanks, LB.
Well done. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I will say, we can start with this. I previously spent about almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. And I don't know, because this camera might not reach it, but this tooth booth that we have beside us, where our beautiful producers play. Hey, Phenom, let's flip it over to the tooth booth again. That thing right behind me, give us a hello, because the hand's in the house here on the ones and twos. There he is. We literally just have a hand running things. It's very fun. So the tooth booth, Dr. Hausman Associates, I walked in there this afternoon for a quick little appointment. And all the love to Kayla, who was given the daunting task of helping a guy clean his teeth when he's 17 months late for his checkup.
Oof, that's a long time.
I was a little busy, to
Yeah.
be fair. And I always like to plan these checkups when I can stay and visit with Dr. Funkhauser while I'm at the Big Tooth on 2nd Ave. And he's been so busy lately. He's gone through a whole bunch of stuff, had a beautiful new baby and other things. So he's been busy. So it didn't really work out. So I said, screw it, I'll just go in today. So I get in today. And Kayla's working on my teeth. And yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. My teeth are the worst. And they're not that bad. She always says they're not that bad. But I haven't had my battery-powered toothbrush
Oh,
since I moved into the new
electric.
place. Yeah, I lost the charger. So I have the actual electric, but it won't charge. So I don't have the charger. Lost it in the divorce. So away she goes.
so sad.
No, it's fine. We are on very good terms. Everything's good. So she's cleaning away. And then Dr. Funkhauser comes in. And he goes, Nickel, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you got 4 cavities. Like, yeah, I'm not surprised. It's
Yeah.
been 17 months. Like, that's good. Like, he was trying to make me feel bad. Like, I expected that.
Did you see all the candy in this place? It's never ending.
So he goes on to continue after my cleaning is done. He says, you know what? I got a little break right now. You just want to knock those things out right now? Are you serious? Like, not really. He's like, let's just do it. So I go straight from getting the whole thing done, the cleaning and all that. I got my x-rays. I got the crazy x-rays everywhere. And then he gets me in the chair, and he starts going. And he says to me, do you want any freezing, or you just want to go for it? I was like, do I look like a wuss, bro?
Oh, I can't believe this
And the
part.
second he hit me, I screamed like, freezing, freezing, no! And he was just going. It's like, no, too late. So I sat there, and that intense, like sensitive gum pain that you get,
So you got all 4 of them without freezing?
all 4 done without freezing. I was
That's
so
wild.
proud.
That's so wild.
But it also says a lot about Dr. Funkhauser and the rest of the team at Dr. Hausman Associates. Not just that they supply us with this beautiful tooth booth, but as well. He knocked them out in probably about 10 minutes. Got 4 of them done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I walked out there. I was like, this is unbelievable.
I'm sad you didn't get frozen though, because the best part
I'll be talking
is
like this.
and smiling all weird.
And I would chew. I always end up like biting my cheeks.
Oh,
when
I
I can't feel them.
I
It's the
made my
worst.
friend try to eat soup once, and it's just like it just goes all over your face. I would have loved to see you try and
I'm sure we get our hands on some. You can probably get some freezing. Want to do some freezing like games or something?
freezing in games.
I guess
and
that's
then
probably
we're gonna-
illegal.
yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty sure dentists aren't allowed
Can
to
you
just give you
imagine?
some freezing to
My
go do a
face
gimmick
gets
on a show.
so frozen, so like only if I get one side done, like my smile is pretty big, right? But this side doesn't smile, so I look absolutely
half.
crazy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine us playing Super Smash Bros? Oh,
We are
it'd be-
streaming again today, aren't we?
Yeah, we
We'll
are.
do a quick stream after the show over at
Yeah.
Dufferin Ave Media. We got like 4 followers or something like that last time.
Last time,
pretty cool.
Gary told me not to talk to the.
6 now.
Ooh, 6
Woo.
followers. Gary told me not to talk to the chat, and I did, and
I
it
didn't
worked.
say don't talk to the chat.
You said
I said I don't want to talk to
This
chat.
is what I said too. I was like, chat, what? I didn't say chat. I don't say that. But I was like,
Actually, she did numerous times.
no.
You did. We
Dang
can go
it.
back and check the tape if you want to
Okay,
fight
well
this
then,
one.
fine. I was like, chat,
Yeah.
which mostly was Cora.
most of it, yeah.
I was like, what land should we play? And Gary's like, doesn't matter what they think.
It's like The Rock. It doesn't matter what they think.
Yeah. Anyway, but it did, and it was fun, and
Well-
I beat him lots.
I beat her 4 times. It was very impressive.
Yes, but he did admit it was because I was talking to the chat,
So my best friend was that chat. That's why I like the chat
Yeah.
a little bit now.
and also there was a guy there that taught me
Some secrets.
some secrets and how to do pro Smash Bros.
And I'm going to explain to you right now. We're going to get a little bit of Twitch here. As if you don't know what Twitch is, twitch.com is basically a website. Dot what? TV. Oh, twitch.tv, no comms. I can't believe you say that like I was supposed to know that.
Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media.
That's how you get to us. You can also Google it. But basically, it's a platform for people to play video games. And then other people go in and watch them play video games. And this is sort of the way it's been going. And a lot of the older generation, why the hell would you want to watch someone play video games instead of playing the video games? And a lot of the times, like I've always been like this. Like whenever I'd hang out with my buddy, guy number one, I'd always sit and watch him play the video games and just like help out. I like being that like wingman.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what it's like. And all the Twitch streamers, though, they're all the same mind as you and as everyone else. Where like Phenom was saying it too, out of his hand. He's like, how would it have been? It'd been like, you have to talk to chat. It's weird. He's just a hand.
He's actually, I think he did sign language.
Maybe, yeah. He might speak in sign language. That's a good point. But all of the people on there, like, you can't focus on your game because everyone's trying to cater to the people that are watching.
Well, some people are just skilled enough to do both. I'm not. But like the real Twitchers, the Twitching out, gaming
What the
out.
people do is they get super upset when they like support your channel and you don't acknowledge them. So the guy will be in the middle of like an intense part. He's like, oh, sorry, I missed a subscriber. Oh, I missed a follower. I missed some bits. They give you like little bits, which is like money or whatever. And so all they do is just sit there and fight back and forth with people, whether they said their name 10 minutes ago. And that's like half the stream. And it's just so stupid to me because it all goes into us not telling you what to do. If you want to interact with all that stuff, that's fine.
I think it's like a little bit different too when you first start out because like we had one person, right? So he's like having an intimate experience with us, which normally doesn't happen when you're on stream because you're just saying hi to some really quick person who's logging on, right? So we're not at that point. And I think if we are, like, I am not too concerned about responding to every single person who's talking in the chat. You know what I mean? And some people do that.
I'm more speaking on a bigger level, like the actual like big channels. Like it's so frustrating for me as a viewer.
Yeah.
To watch a streamer continually apologize and then try to get their moderators be like, can you go back and show them this guy doesn't believe me that I gave him a hello? Like it's just like the worst, most petty place.
No, I feel like I don't know if we will never get to that.
It's social media is what it is.
And so far it's been all good. There has been no like people getting mad at us, you know what I mean?
No one watched it. It's 6 people.
Yeah, it was perfect. Every single person except for one who said we lost our sound and we didn't.
That was a good fake out.
That was fake.
Was that trolling?
That might have been.
Did we get trolled? I think we got trolled.
They just need a better system. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, no. But it was fun, and I think maybe that's where you need to switch up your twitching. Is maybe find more smaller accounts like ours. And
I see. Not me personally.
Yeah, and then you can.
And everyone else, like Phenom's going to do some streaming. He's a former world record holder, though, but he won it back. The 2-time world record holder.
What's the record holder? Beating me with Jigglypuff?
No, but he definitely did that. That was awesome. I felt very embarrassed for you.
They ganged up on me so hard right before the show.
There was no gang up.
Yeah, there was. Look he's laughing. He knows.
No. See, he's saying
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
No, that was a middle.
That was
in between.
Thumbs up.
No, in between.
Anyway.
So, either way, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media is where we'll be right after the show, so you can head on over there if you would like to and enjoy some fun little gaming. I believe Phenom might even be showing his face as well.
He should.
I think he's going to. He might not have lots of time. Well, he got a thumbs up, so confirmed.
Oh.
Phenom has been confirmed.
At least one round of you kicking everyone's butt with Jigglypuff. Our favorite guy who's like obsessed with Smash Bros. Will come on and be like, I can't believe you're Jigglypuff. Because that's how everyone feels about Jigglypuff.
I like Jigglypuff. when he uses Jigglypuff, I enjoy it. I will say that.
Yeah. Anyway, switching topics, I brought a video for everyone to see. And this video is going to get us into the Halloween spirit.
Do I need to put my headphones in to listen?
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, this is the last time I went to. Okay. That's Nessa's stupid cheer.
Love that chirp.
Okay. Anyway, so enjoy this video.
Guess what I forgot to do, LB?
The batteries.
I forgot to transmit the transmitter.
Oh.
I love having everyone hanging around.
He's just chilling.
He's so sweet.
Anyway, we're gonna watch this video and I want to talk about it
So
after.
is it super spooky?
Nah, this is good. It's Good.
All right.
Here we go.
I trust everyone here way too much.
Oh no!
I went to the folk fest.
I do not approve this message.
Okay. So there's Gary and Halloween.
Back in the drinking days, you just teased my outfit for Halloween.
So I did a little bit,
Yeah.
just a little tease. I took a screenshot of the
that.
photo.
Man,
I
man.
should have sent it to you. And you were like looking at the pizza,
It was so good.
like it was the best thing you ever seen. I remember
was.
posting it on Instagram saying, I wish I could find somebody who looks at me like Gary looks at this pizza.
It was so good.
It was so good.
That day was so long too, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were there like all day,
Oh.
all night. And then you pieced out. And we also
Man.
tried to talk about this on last podcast, but you forgot to
Bring it up.
bring the
I
sound.
do that a lot.
The sound wasn't on.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. But
Okay.
anyway, he pieced out in the back alley after the
Oh
party.
yeah, when
and
I
walked
left that
home.
night,
Yeah.
that was something.
But anyway, I had to bring that in.
I haven't seen any video of me like shit-faced drunk. Pretty much since I quit drinking. That's hilarious.
That video.
I feel so much shame looking at myself like that. It's like, man, oh man.
I'm just sitting. I'm also really drunk. I'm not even
Yeah,
saying
that was a
anything.
rough
I'm just
time.
smiling. But
But we had our own like bottles of booze.
yeah, never-ending
not
booze.
fair.
It was
Yeah.
free for us. And me and Gary kept on taking turns bringing out each other alcohol, which is funny because we both don't drink anymore. But yeah, he would go and we would never know how much. And so I think he did the same thing I was doing where I'd pour him like a double and bring it to him. And he had no idea how much I was putting in the cup.
If you're ever wondering how you end up leaving through the back door of the Coors Events Center and walking down very sketchy back alleys for about an hour, that's how.
Yeah.
Have some unlimited drinks.
It's me.
You just
Hi.
follow,
I'm a
just follow
phone.
the sound of voices.
Yeah. I tried to convince you so hard not to leave. But I had to bring that up because that was the last time I went to Halloween party before Cora's
Me
party.
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So long. It was 5 years ago.
really?
Yeah. So you've been, well, have you been sober for 5 years? Maybe it was
No,
6 years
no, no,
ago.
no. I still put in a good shift after
Oh,
that.
still okay.
I just haven't seen videos of myself. I'm pretty good at not getting on video whenever I'd intoxicate myself into the nether regions.
Oh,
of
I probably
the
have
galaxy.
more. Maybe that should be a new thing I do. Bring drunk videos of Gary.
I've been told I'm a pretty good drunk most of the time.
Yeah, I've never seen you
Yeah.
bad.
You know, that's only because I was so good. That's what like half the reason why I had to stop.
Yeah.
So it was just way too easy to just glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting drunk these days. So, I mean, I don't
Bloody
do it
dog,
anymore,
look at
but
this tough guy.
you did miss my like cry every time I drink stage though, so that was good for you.
That would sucked.
Yeah, that was a really good time and a good party. And
So
I had a great costume. Yeah, I had horns coming out of my head.
yeah,
Won't
it's
be
crazy.
that good this year, but
I am excited. Hardcore did say we're gonna have some fun stuff going on here.
yeah, we were supposed to. You
Trivia,
told me
some
about
prizes,
that, but
yeah.
I didn't hear most of it. But I'll be
So,
here.
Thursday will be the big Halloween day.
Yeah, and I'll be more witchy than ever.
So new episode. I can just see you guys right there on the bottom.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
actually, new episode of Pulse Power with Aiden out today. Mondays, every Monday, as well on the old Shaw channel. Hey, Phenom, you might know. What's the channel for the old Shaw channel that's now Rogers? No, doesn't your dad do Strip Down?
It's TV.
It's actual TV. Okay. So that's the only way people can see Pulse Power with Aiden and One Bad Podcast. Apparently 9:30 a.m. Pulse Power with Aiden's on the TV,
Oh,
which is very exciting.
That's
and then One
really
Bad
cool.
Podcast is out there as well as our shows continue to roll out and find people and find homes, and everyone gets to enjoy them, which is very, very good as we are halfway through the Monday edition of the Super Spooktacular Your Show.
Ooh, so bring it back. I did post our episode, and then while you were talking to LB, I noticed the end clip wasn't on the episode, so I hid it from the
Perfectionist.
public. And
Is that bad?
yeah, so now nobody can see it right now.
Oh,
But
nice.
it'll be out tonight. It was a Halloween episode, and I'm running out of memory on my camera, which I'm running out
Get
of
this woman a new camera.
I'm running out of space on literally everything. My my phone, my computer, my memory card.
At least it's not vital to your job.
No, well, it is. But anyway, I kept on running out of memory during this episode. So 3 times we had to cut to continue the video.
Restart.
So I missed one of the end cuts. I missed putting it in.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So it just stopped randomly. And I was like, why is this video only 14 minutes? It's actually like 25 minutes. And yeah, so right before I came on, I hit it from Cora or from everyone. And I texted Cora. I was like, do not advertise this podcast yet. So We're not advertising. It'll be out later after I'm done twitching, though. Probably around 8 p.m.
Perfect.
CST.
Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
This is it.
I think that's what we are.
Hey, watch this. I bet you LB knows. Hey, LB, when's that time change, bro?
Well, it doesn't affect us, but it's in a couple days.
It never
I
affects
didn't think
us.
he would say it with sass like that.
It never affects us.
What a
he
sassy
says.
man. I know everyone loves to
Well,
just get that
snapping.
out there. We're all aware we are the best place in the world because we never have to change our clocks.
Yeah.
But the whole world does, so we still have to understand that to see our shows.
However,
More importantly, our football game. That's how I always remember when the time change is it's always for week 9 of the NFL.
that's a good way to remember it.
Thank you. Go
I
football.
also sometimes think we do have to change our time, and I don't know why, but when I was leaving the movie theater, I watched Venom yesterday, which was very good. I highly suggest. It was 6:15, and it was pitch black out.
Oh.
I was like, where are we? Just a couple, like last month, it was like we could get to like 10 p.m.
We're in the same place where you can go out with your golf cart at 9:30 out at the beautiful, beautiful golf course out of Shields and golf until almost 11 p.m.
Yeah.
in the month of July.
Yeah.
It's the greatest time. I get like 27 holes done in an hour and a half when
There's so
like,
much
no one
day.
else is even out there. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it
So I'll take that all day for the shift around of once it starts getting gross outside. It just gets dark earlier. Just goes
Yeah.
with the theme
well,
of everything.
yeah. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's
Look,
2
I
now.
did
That's
you.
2.
Man, there's something in the air today.
I believe it's called Monday.
It's the cookies I ate.
Mondays. Don't you dare blame those delicious cookies that
They
Ada
are
made
so
for us.
good. They're making me not think about anything but having another one.
That's pretty smart. That's a good commercial. Very good commercial.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I remembered. It was something about the long days or the
for it.
short days.
Wait for it. It's going to come to you.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Nailed it.
So I was thinking about it when I used to work at the Rush and the Blades.
Oh, I miss that place.
I
That's
would
fun.
leave for work when it was dark, and I would leave work when it was dark again. So I know, and I worked in the bottom
no
of a
sunshine at all.
yeah, no windows where we were. I didn't see sunshine at all for all of winter, and now I understand why I was so depressed.
There's a song about that. It's called Ain't No Sunshine. That's how it goes.
That's all. That's all it is.
There's more to it. But you get the point.
Anyway, so
It's
anyway,
a rap song.
you had windows, I guess, where you worked. So
Yes, I did.
It was nice.
It was nice to
But
have
for
windows.
me, no windows, just a
In
basement.
the bunker.
The-
But it was such a fun little room. Like, I don't, like, obviously I sucked at PA announcing and, like, the whole thing was a real rough patch in my life, but it's still a great experience just to get out there and try that.
You're good.
You
You're
know?
good.
I'm okay with it. Like,
You weren't the worst.
ah,
I'm not gonna say you're the best ever, but like you were. I thought you were really good. I
that's
enjoyed
because
hearing
we're
you.
bros. You're the one that, like, I literally was there because of you. So you're like, you have to say I'm good or else it's a black mark on you.
No, that's
fine.
not. I don't take people's stuff on my plate. So if somebody's being weird and they're my friend, I'm like, that's like I have a lot of friends that are weird and I don't take on their personal stuff. I'm like, yeah, she's my friend, but like, just because she bit someone doesn't make it my fault. You know, you can't take that stuff on yourself, or else you're gonna like be weird around your friends.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I went up to the lake this weekend.
Yes.
Beautiful Shell Lake. I went up with my sweet prince of a man, the Wing King, and the Wing King,
What's his name?
the Wing King,
What's his real name?
Wing King.
It's actually Wing King.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't become the Wing King by giving yourself a nickname, the Wing King. He was born on his birth certificate. It says Wing King.
I thought maybe he like ate a bunch of wings or something, and then he was
No.
crowned.
Do you know
the
how
king.
he became the Wing King?
His birth certificate.
Actually, it's not his real name. Obviously.
Okay.
I know. I was going to go with it, but that was a little too much.
But I didn't want to like.
Yeah, it's fair. You
Okay.
didn't want to ruin the gimmick. It's fine. So this dude, he always has wings. He said he has like a full deep freeze dedicated just to wings.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a sauce that he makes, and it's about 2.5 to 3 hours. It's just a bubbling cauldron of like all of his little spices and stuff. And it's just,
Cauldron.
everything about it is so delicious. The Wing King came out. So we were at Stately Trumpy Acreage, not to be confused with Stately Trumpy Manor. Shout out to Sotner Concrete Services. He's one of the guys with them. Actually, both owners were out there with us at his beautiful resort. And the Wing King was flying. We had 2 air fryers that didn't stop going for about 4 hours. And we also had Frankenstein came out as well. And Frank was doing the Greek ribs on the barbecue. So we had wings and we had ribs. And it was one of the loveliest times just to be able to see all the boys. and get out to the lake and enjoy it. But the reason I'm bringing this up is first to brag about the Wing King's incredible wings. If anyone ever wants to have a wing off, he's my guy. Like, you know, in that show, the Game of Thrones, where those guys are fighting, and
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, whatever. And the guys are the guys are too much of a wuss to fight themselves, so they go and get champions to fight for them. If I ever have to have a Wing King champion to fight for me, that's my guy, the Wing King. So if anyone wants to challenge him, I would love to have a little wing eat-off contest.
You want to challenge him, LB?
He really wants to become professional chef now, too. He wants to add it to his list of
Oh my
international
God.
mysteryism.
You can't be everything over there.
But the Wing King, fantastic job. So thank you to him and to Frankenstein as well, to Mr. Trumpy as well, and everyone for a lovely weekend out there. I did run over to my parents' cabin over in Echo Bay. And it's the first time I've been on a roof, probably about 2 years.
What?
Because we had some gutters that, the bottom line, okay, greatest dad in the world wanted me to get up there, and they have it set up really good where they have the grill over top of it. So instead of like getting on your hands and knees and starting to yank it like I used to have to do, he just gives me the leaf blower. And I just go up and just run it around.
Oh, that's fun.
It was so fun, but as well horrifying because I didn't have any shoes. I didn't know I was going up there, so I just had my like flip-flops. And there was about 2 or 3 times where I thought I was going to die because it was a pretty steep slope.
I'm glad you didn't.
Well, me too. It would have really sucked.
That would have been a
But
horrible way to go.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one in the obit, hey? But being up there, when's the last time you were on a roof? I want to get into this a little bit.
I went on the roof of my house on 29th Street to get,
That's a while ago.
I don't know, so like 2012 maybe.
Are you one of those willy-nilly people when you get up there, or are you like super overly cautious?
No, I don't know. Like me and my friends used to hang on his garage roof all the time just for fun,
Okay.
you know? So,
That's a sweet
and
move.
we were just like willy-nilly.
Obviously, that's not like a crazy roof.
It's just like a, just
You
a
know, you're not going to roll off.
No, but my one at the 29th Street house was a super sketch. Like, I don't even know how the thing got stuck up there, but I climbed a tree. That was also sketch and almost broke. That was the last time I was on a roof. Never have I gone on a roof to do any maintenance or lights or anything.
Now, are you a flight person at all, or height person? You scared of heights?
Yeah, I could fly. Just kidding. No, I'm not scared of heights. I used to be a zipline tour guide.
It's a nice humble brag.
Yeah, so I'm not scared of heights. I love the feeling of adrenaline. I am an adrenaline junkie. So
She's got a need for speed.
I know. So I'll go on your plane.
You won't be feeling any adrenaline on that.
Oh, you're right.
I'd feel adrenaline up there. It'd still be scary.
Are you scared of heights then?
Oh yeah, and I never really used to be, and that's sort of what I wanted to get into a little bit is like, where do these phobias come from? Like, is it just from an overactive mind? Like I was talking earlier about how I can get my mind to literally say, you're going to die if you do this, 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 this. Like I could tell you 8 different ways I would die just by stepping off at the stage.
Those are called intrusive thoughts.
I'm very intrusive with my thoughts.
Yeah. So like I think every single person has intrusive thoughts.
Okay, so where did my little fear of heights
But
come from?
I think your issue, Gary, is that you don't like understand that a thought is like I'm going to give the analogy I give the kids. A thought is like a cloud. Okay, and clouds just go when you're watching the clouds, they just go on by. The wind takes them, some go fast, some go slow. But when a thought comes, it's supposed to be like a cloud and keep on going. But you just get stuck on that thought. And then you analyze that thought way too much and you deep dive into it. And it's only supposed to pass by. So if you just think about it, because it's an intrusive thought, right? Like sometimes I'm driving and I'm like, what would it be like if I swerved?
Whoa, no,
you
there's
know?
a term for that though. I've heard of that one.
I don't know. But
There is a term for it, like a medical term.
But anyway, intrusive thought. But then some people can get stuck on that thought forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other people are just like, that was just a thought and it's gone, just like the clouds. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of like the difference. But I know for a fact, like my biggest phobia is thunderstorms.
Yeah.
And I legit remember the day I was like, I'm never going to be in a thunderstorm again. It's the most dangerous thing. I was like so young. I don't even remember it. Younger than 6. And my sister locked me out of our farmhouse for like 2 hours in a thunderstorm. And I swear I thought I could see the lightning like touching the earth.
Hitting, yeah.
And I just screamed for 2 hours in pouring rain and thunder and wind. And then I was like, that's it. Game over for me. So that came from somewhere. Yours, I think, just come from you getting hyper fixated on things and not
It's weird though. 'cause
thinking
it's
of
like,
them as thoughts.
Like I don't mind going up in a plane height-wise.
Yeah.
You know, like that part doesn't scare me. But just when I'm like not strapped in and I'm up on like something like a roof, Like, it took me like 2 minutes to get down the ladder. My dad's
Yeah.
literally holding it. He's like, I got it, son. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You won't fall. I'm like, I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I was like trying to go back. Like, no, and go in front. Like,
Like,
it's so emasculating for me.
I'm scared. Like, I'm not scared of heights, but when I'm up there, I can feel myself, like my heart and everything.
Yeah,
Like
you
going.
like it.
Like, but it's still like not the best feeling ever.
Okay.
Like, Brad will say like, yeah, I was a zip line tour guide, whatever. But if somebody else is taking me zip lining, like if I went to BC and we did one of the longest zip lines in Canada.
Another humble brag. You're hot today.
I'm so hot. But anyway.
Another humble
I didn't mean to
brag.
say that. Leave me
It's
alone.
like 3 in a row, bro.
Anyway, I was so scared, and the guy looked at me and he was like, I think you're lying. I don't think you ever were a zipline tour guide. And I was like, I swear I was. This is just
He
so
took away
freaky.
your accreditation.
He did. He took away my humble brag. But anyway, so
Sweet, I like this guy
I
already.
still can get like a little scared. And, you know, it's just like your fight or flight. But in that moment, I'm just like, I realize sometimes I just need to like calm myself. And then you're more safe when you're calm than when you're not calm. So
That's true.
So yeah, that's how I also try to get through thunderstorms now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say I I remembered that we are very close to Halloween. Well, again, shout out to Dr. Hausman Associates, the Big Tooth on 2nd Ave. The donator of the Tooth Booth here, one of our most beloved accessories in the content creation studio here at the Damn Network. And he had C95 on. And I haven't heard my sweet, beautiful Prince Tim Stone's voice in so long.
Tim said the
And I was
funniest
sitting
thing the other
there
day.
listening to Tim, and I was like, oh, I miss you. I love so to Tim. Hello, I miss you and love you so, so much. The greatest radio host in the history of anything.
Yeah.
And then of course, it went into the Monster Mash.
Okay.
And
Every
then,
time
of
I'm in the car,
course-
it's playing Monster
And
Mash.
then, of course, it
literally.
went into Thriller. And then, of course, it went into, what's the other one? Oh, I guess then it goes into the sort of lesser tiers, like Bark at the Moon and like Werewolves of London. Like, I've had so many Halloweens at the old place where it's just like, oh man, those
So
poor
much.
songs, they just get
I
played
know.
so much.
Tim made me laugh so hard the other
the
day.
best.
He went on and opened his show by saying, Halloween's coming and you could call me Tombstone.
That's so good.
And laughed so
See,
hard.
that's what I mean, man. He's the best in the biz. I cannot say enough good things. That guy was like my
funny.
roommate and like my mentor for when I was on and out of the newsroom and into like the other side with the DJ stuff. And he's just like the way his brain operates. Like, he introduced me to so much cool stuff that I still execute to this day when it comes to like performing and being in front of this and all that. And I'm forever grateful to that sweet prince. Halloween tunes. Do you have one that you like? That was where I was going with all this.
Yeah, I do. I really love the one that's like spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down my spine.
Anyone?
Fina,
do you know what it is? Oh, okay.
It's spooky, scary skeletons.
That's literally what it's called.
Yeah, it's
What's
the
it
best.
from?
Mm,
Is it from
it's
anything?
from a movie, I think. I don't know, but I love it. It's the best.
Okay.
And then there's the Halloween like theme song that's like ta-na-na, ta-na-na, ta-na, ta-na, like the.
That's not how it goes.
That's what I just said, I think.
But it's like way up here. It's like, as far as like the octave goes.
Yeah, it's like a
all the way up
piano,
here,
and it's
yeah.
like the piano up here, not down here.
Literally the Halloween movies. It's the scary thing when
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees is coming after you,
Yeah,
bro.
but there's like a party remix version of it. It's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
I played it when we went to the Haunted Mansion or whatever, the theater one with Kala, and Kala's like, "Okay, calm
hate those
down."
so
I got
much.
her right
Ugh.
into it even before we got out of the car. It was so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
should, I'm telling you, man, they should give you like grampers at the door when you go in those things. Because
Yeah.
you're going to pee yourself.
I think my least favorite song though is Monster Mash.
See, and that one's it's always been sort of one of my favorites. Bobby Boris Pickett is the singer and songwriter of said song. And I think I fell in love with it because, bringing it full circle, when I'd be sitting in our office with Tim and I, again, the greatest host in the history of radio, he'd play all sorts of different podcasts for me. And we come into like this one and that one. These are so fun. And then he just sent me a message the other day because we are big fans of the Comedy Bang Bang podcast.
Yep.
And on Scott Ackerman's Comedy Bang Bang podcast, they have a special Halloween episode every year. And it takes place at 1122 Boogie Woogie Avenue, also known as the Suicide House. And there's like these returning characters. And the whole joke is that this one guy, he basically says, "Oh, I wrote this new Halloween song. It's incredible. You're gonna love it." Like, they did like 8 or 9 of these in a row, and it was just the monster. The first time, it's just the Monster Mash, but he stuff I can't say on the TV here because it's very, very vulgar, but very hilarious. And so the next year comes around, and Scott Ackerman, the host, like, "Okay, it's not gonna be the Monster Mash." And he said, "No, not at all, not at all." And then of course it is. It's the Monster Beep Part 2, and then the Monster Beep Part 3, and it just goes, it goes, and goes. And it literally made me enjoy the actual song Monster Mash because of this remix that was so funny.
Yeah, I think just the way it's overplayed is too much for me.
But you have to remember too, with the overplaying, there's only so many songs you can play.
No, actually, this is the thing. When me and Emma decorate for Halloween, I find a Halloween playlist, and you would be surprised how many Halloween songs there are. Like, it's crazy.
This is Halloween. I've heard that one.
I love that one too.
What's that from?
This is Halloween.
LB?
This is that's the
Oh, here we go,
Nightmare
here we
Before
go.
Christmas.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's not even a Halloween movie.
Yeah, it is.
Christmas is in the title.
No, but he's from Halloween Town, and then he stumbles upon the Christmas store, and then goes to Christmas, and then tries to bring Christmas back to Halloween, and they just like can't execute it because they're Halloween Town.
Is that the whole plot?
Yeah. That's
Dang.
it.
Clearly, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a good one. And then what's another good one?
Ghostbusters. God, we gotta have the
Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters. Ray Parker Jr.
What do you got there?
Hey, all right.
What does he say? What do you say?
Are you kidding me?
I
You didn't
missed
see
it.
that?
No.
So, we were talking earlier with our Rider Insider, also co-host of the Viewing Room, about his big flight he took La Dragon on this morning. And apparently we have some images from said flight that we'd love to share with you now. Look at these cutie pie. A couple pookies in there, hey?
Aw,
Little
Pookie 1 and Pookie 2.
You guys look so happy, bro.
I
You
know.
actually let him fly? Oh, look at this guy.
Wow, taking pictures of Pookie.
That looks like your LinkedIn picture that you use for your account.
Looks like you should put that on Tinder.
Oh, I don't think his beautiful girlfriend would like that very much. Brooksy.
Everybody swipes right
Look
for a
at
pilot.
this guy. That's a good point. I probably would too. Flights are so expensive nowadays. How come we only got half a dragon's face?
You know, the flatness of Saskatchewan is so sad.
No, it's not as beautiful.
Yeah,
See?
I guess.
You don't kind of mess
You
with
don't want
what
to
are
fly
they?
right into the mountains?
Air gusts and all that, Chinooks that come through. Oh, okay. I thought it had to do with like the wind stuff.
But what about the farmers' crops?
Look at that. Okay, so that's what your cockpit looks like? It's a lot different than mine.
It's half his cockpit.
Don't be gross, Brooksy. That's pretty cool. So what do we look as altimeters and all that stuff?
No.
Ah, almost. Here he comes. Let's bring him in. Perfect.
Oh, look, it even has the thing now again.
Yeah, well, we have it still set up from the CCO podcast. They like to use that one.
Noah, throw that one back up.
Throw it back. Cockpit.
There it is. Okay, run it down.
Okay, so the gauge on the kind of the right side there with the green arc on the side.
Yeah.
That's the RPM gauge for the engine.
Well, you got a high RPM going there, bro.
About
What does
right there,
RPM
it's about
stand
21,
for?
2200.
Revolutions per minute. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that, Brooksy.
I don't. Keep going.
And then the big thing in the middle there with the blue, that's our GPS to Garmin GTN 530.
What are you saying?
That's where he watches his movies.
no, I don't watch movies
Is
on
that
that.
GPS?
That's my navigation thing. It's like
Yeah,
navigation
okay.
in your car, but a lot fancier.
This looks way different, and that's why I wanted to ask you about this. This looks way different compared to the flight I took up with Millennium.
Well, so you were probably in.
It's like the smallest
This
one
is
they
their
have.
brand new Cherokee.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it
And they
has a
trusted
glass
you?
cockpit and everything. Most
is
of theirs
crazy.
have, and also this is the less. This is the more. This half of the cockpit is more glass cockpit.
Like
stuff.
nothing was electronic or anything,
Right.
like all old school. Yeah.
But yeah, the other planes are mostly old school. So this one is a little bit newer, and then the other things are just transponder and radio, and then fuel gauges, engine temperature, oil temperature, oil pressure, fuel pressure.
Oh my God,
that sort of
Kate.
things.
That's a lot
So
of
your
stuff.
first time like landing on your own, how scary was that?
Landing on my own
Yeah. Because 50%
Yeah.
of plane crashes happen.
on takeoffs and landings.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad. Like in terms of,
He's like, if I die, I die.
I don't know. It was only one. Like the first time you go solo, it's like I'd just been up with my instructor, so we went up and we did a couple touch and goes, and then I went and let her out. So I wasn't that worried about it.
Okay.
I was warmed up, so to speak.
It's like
so.
driving a car, kind of.
A little more complicated.
A flying car, maybe,
A
bro.
little more buttons and
Maybe if it's
gauges and
Back
gadgets.
to the Future 2. Drone business. I forgot to plug your drone business again. Please plug that for me.
abvideo.ca.
Check them out.
Check it out. Real
it.
estate, commercials, whatever you want.
Everything. Can I, just as a person who would love to get
Throwing
a
it
video of me in the middle of my backyard waving up to the sky?
Sure.
Can I hire you to just go up above me?
Absolutely.
and
Yes.
just-
You know
Okay,
what?
cool.
I actually saw when I was in Mexico, they had a spot when you walked into this amusement park where you'd pay a guy $5 and you just stand in the middle and he'd fly up his drone and he'd get a video of you and the whole park and then he would just send it to you. It's a great way to make cash. Hire him for events. Helps a
Yeah,
lot.
events too.
Yeah. That's what, because I've never seen it happen anywhere else but Mexico. So if we could bring it to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, let's do it.
This is it. Oh, watch
Sure.
this. If you'd like to book them, it's real easy. Just head on over to dufferinave.com. It's the best website in the world. Dufferinave.com. I
Drones.
can turn it off and on again.
Oh, you can do that.
Look at that.
yourself?
I can make it blank.
What the heck? How did
Do
you
your
figure that out? Dance. Dance. Yeah, he's dancing. He's dancing.
That's good.
Dance.
I love
No.
this.
Okay, no dancing.
LB, you are a genius, buddy.
Yeah.
Very happy to have that. Poor Phenom's like, I can't figure out what's happening.
He's like,
okay, I
it's
got
too
you, dog.
much. Okay, we were talking about spooky songs.
Yes.
And there's so many. There's Thriller.
You might as well just hang out there, LB, as he gets up to leave. You
Yeah.
don't have to. You can go.
There's
Whatever you want.
Thriller.
You're the man.
Psycho Killer.
Escasay. Hey, One Bad Sunday did an incredible cover of that, by the way.
I Put a Spell on You.
You know who
That's
that
a really
is?
good one.
Oh, well, you're looking at it. John Fogerty. CCR.
Well done. There we go. That's not the one I had on here though. Then they had Oogie Boogie's song. Sally's song. That's from I don't know. I
You're
can't
losing
read that.
LB.
Sorry.
You're losing him.
Don't.
He's unimpressed
Is
with
there
your
any?
performance
Is there
right now.
any that? Oh, the Great Pumpkin Waltz from Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah. What is that movie even about?
Dude, it's the monster pumpkin that eats everybody.
No, the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah. He eats everybody. The mean pumpkin.
Holy smokes! I haven't seen that. I don't think.
Yeah. You're probably too young.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Have you seen any Charlie Browns or LB? Being the youngest of the youngsters?
Yes, I have a few.
Okay.
Yes.
See, Brooksie, no excuses.
I know Christmas Charlie Browns. I watch that every Christmas.
Everyone
And I have the Christmas Charlie Brown CD. It's so calming. And it's just like, Christmas time is here. That one.
I like that song.
Yeah. Sorry, it's Halloween episode. It's like Halloween themed and I'm just seeing Christmas.
I am loving these overlays.
Do
that
you
we're looking at right now.
remember when I worked at Rolco and we had team costumes and I dressed us up, all the promotions team,
I
as
do, and you're pulling the sled around,
as
the
a-
hose.
Yeah. And we were called the Office Ho Ho Ho's and there was 3 of us and we dressed
You and
like Ho
I'll never forget. It was
Santas.
you, Sarah, and John. My
Yeah.
sweet, beautiful John. Where's he?
He's,
miss that
He's
guy.
acting somewhere, living out his dream
He's such
life.
a stud.
Yeah.
If you see this, my sweet, beautiful prince, let us know. I'd love to catch up with you.
His ears are ringing somewhere in the
He's such a sweet man.
the universe.
But yeah, you guys were like dressed up as Christmas hoes.
Yeah, and John wore one of my dresses that was like a tank top and put like socks in there
It
so it
was
looked like he had boobs.
very humorous.
And then we printed out a bunch of fake money and put on music when we came in. It was like some gangster Christmas song, and then I was like making it rain.
I can't believe you stayed that long. It was very kind of
Where's
you.
he going? Oh,
He's running away from you because he's not enjoying your
Oh,
story.
he doesn't make it rain, I guess. Oh, what is he
yeah,
doing?
always working.
Oh, making
Oh,
it. He does make it
no.
rain.
Margaret, look out.
I
It's
was like,
gonna
he doesn't
happen.
even make it rain, I say.
You
and
had
he's
to just
running
go and
around.
challenge him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
there
mad
it
because I
is.
organized everything. You gotta. Yeah, that's what I did.
A little bit better. There it
paper
is.
cuts.
There it is. Yeah, get her. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Wah, wah, wah.
You want me to hit?
Visit Dufferin
I got this.
Ave.com
I got this. I got this.
for
Hold on.
all
Keep
your
going.
money needs.
Keep going.
We make
Keep
it
going.
rain.
Woo!
Halloween special.
Halloween special.
Halloween
spectacular.
special.
Halloween special.
Whew,
spectacular.
Halloween.
What a brat. Is that your witch voice?
Yeah, that's horrible.
I'm just really enjoying
I
just
could do it
peppering
better.
this.
Can you do it better than that?
Nope.
All right, you guys.
Sure.
Do you think we've angered enough people? Do you think my mom and dad are still watching?
I hope
If
so.
they are, thank you so much, mom and dad. Best in the biz.
Yeah.
And thank you, Dad, for not letting
Wendy
me
and
fall
Gary.
off that ladder. You had the bottom line, and Wendy. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, you guys. Anything else you want to get out there before we head on over to twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media?
Nope. Just check out our new podcast. We have The Viewing Room and Past Our Bedtimes coming out at around 8 today.
Viewing rooms
and
tomorrow.
Uncle Grandma's Storytime.
Yes,
whatever,
that's
just
what I
watched last
wanted.
night.
Yes, thanks again to you for hitting that deadline. As Uncle Grandma's story time is like I posted it, and all I said was the best show on the internet. It's so. I no offense to your guys' shows. You know I love all the shows, but this dude,
Offense
like,
taken. Just kidding.
it literally felt. Well done. It literally felt, honestly, like we were like every episode we shoot. It feels like we're back in the tour van heading out on the road. That's all you do. When you sit with musicians, they just tell all their different stories about all these different other bands that have gone to these different venues. And that's what this show is. So I'm very excited for you. You can check it out now. Episode 1 dropped yesterday, and then every Sunday at 7 p.m. we will have another one for you to enjoy.
Yay.
Uncle Grandma's story time. Check out. You were talking about the views. I think you had like 43 views already on there.
Oh,
Record
that
breaking
means you
stuff.
got to get in there.
It's very fun. All right,
Be the
there.
first comment.
Phenom, why don't we go ahead and say hello to Frankie?
Finger it.
Just
Frankie.
so vulgar, man. Come on.
It's because I made it rain and now I'm in a different mindset. I'm just kidding.
Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. She wasn't supposed to act so inappropriately.
I'm giving
I'm sorry.
shame to the name Wendy.
Yeah. Don't do that to my
That's
sweet
why
mom.
I'm called Brooksie around here. Bangs.
That's Old bangs. Thank you to my sweet, sweet, beautiful Royal Anders for making these incredibly cool, super spooky overlays that you see before us here on the borders. We'll be rocking those all week. Very excited for those. To LB, thank you for hopping up here and making me feel like way less of a man and embarrassing Brooksie. That's always fun. Phenom, hit us up. Give us a wave. That's him. He's the best.
Oh yeah,
On the ones and twos.
Yeah, check us out
What are you
at,
checking?
or don't check us out, whatever you want to do, at twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media to see me kick Gary's ass on Smash Bros. Right after this.
That's a true story. To Margaret, thank you for being a beautiful puppy. She knows it's almost supper time, so she's going to go get a little snack right away as well. To all of the people who have to put up with Dr. Funkhauser over at the Big Tooth on 2nd Ave, thank you for the incredible service. Always appreciate Dr. Hausman Associates. That's the name behind the tooth booth, which is basically how we operate around here. So thank you to all of them today for a lovely visit. We'll be back tomorrow for another spectacular edition of your show. Until then, please remember, we're on a real mission here to make the world a better place, and karma is a big, big part of that. So please remember to do good things, and you'll notice they'll start to happen to you. And if enough of us start doing that, I promise you, it will not get too bad out there. I might be able to leave the house again. I have all the, was it agoraphobia?
I don't know.
There's a phobia for leaving the house. I'm not sure what it is. It's a man with a golden gun.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm waiting for him to send it again. He's going to send it? There it is.
Woo!
Nice.
Yay.
Anything else anyone wants to say?
Adios, amigos.
That's pretty good.
Until next time.
I was way too early on my out cue, so I was just hoping you say more.
We'll see you again.
That's pretty good. Not just again. We'll see you tomorrow.